Good evening. Patrick here, Have Cheetah Will View, or in this case, Have Cheetah Will Watch. Um, it's Saturday night. Everybody's out and about. Um, I decided to throw this together at basically the last minute. I put it together at not 7:30, um, just to see how it would work. Uh, hey, Katie. Hi, Sue. We are going to do a watch along party. How about that? Uh, I decided, I needed to promote anyway. I needed to promote Natalie Denise Sperl, who's going to be our guest on Eight Questions with. So I wanted to do that. And so I thought, well, we'll rewatch Night of the Caregiver and see some folks who come on in there and check it out with us. It's a short film. It's only about an hour and 15 minutes long, so it doesn't take that long. Maybe an extra couple of minutes along with commercials since we'll be watching it on Tubi. So we'll start about 9:20ish. It is on Tubi, and guess I should drop the link down in case people do want to watch it. I can do that. There is the link to the movie. Now, I have watched this film, and have interviewed the director and one of the actors, Joe Cornet, along with executive producer Alexander Nesky. We interviewed them a little while ago, and we got Denise Natalie Sperl, who was the leading lady here, playing Julia Rowe, who is the star of the film, along with yes, that's one of the reasons why I'm starting it now, because that way it'll be over way before you get home, Katie, in case you and Kyle still were going to go up. So I wanted to make sure I was out of you guys' way. Um, but this will be the first time for me. I haven't done this, so I'll be doing a running commentary with what I know about the folks involved in this film. And yeah, we'll have fun with this. I've already watched it. I've already seen it before. Um, but and of course, it'll be a lot of fun seeing how other people see it. But we'll give it some. Give it a time. See if anybody wants to come out and hang out. Um, I did try to get a co-pilot, but unfortunately, tonight is date night, or if that's a good thing, actually. Oh, you and Kyle are doing it tomorrow. Okay, good. That means you'll be sleeping when you get home. Katie will be sleeping. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Um, so yeah, this is going to be different. Um, this is the independent film that came out on ITN. It's not a bad film. It's a lot of fun. It has some star power to it. As you can see, I put down the stars of the film in the description box. Not only is Natalie Denise Sperl in it and Joe Cornet, who also directed the film, but it all features our good friend Eric Roberts and Elieen Dietz, who starred in The Exorcist, which is now getting a lot of buzz because of the new movie coming out. So, for those who have not seen this movie, I can tell you, you could be you're going to be really, really pleasantly surprised by this one. Um, it was cool. I thought that Alexander and Joe, um, I thought their casting was brilliant. Um, they got really, really strong performances out of everybody. So this is a possession film, supernatural horror. Was As you guys know, I am a big fan of supernatural horror, and there is the link to the show, to the Tubi. I put it in the chat there. So I've never done one of these before, so I'm not sure what to do. Do we just watch it without saying anything, or should I be dropping fun facts? I'll probably end up doing a little of both. Um, yeah, like I said, I've never done anything like this before. This is new to us. So, and like I said, it's last minute. Next time I do it, I'll probably give myself a lot of room to let people know that we're doing it. Uh, Um, and our the movies that we will be watching will be on off of Tubi, as they are free for everybody. I know some watch parties do it off of Shutter or Amazon or whatever. There's a paywall. I don't want to do that because not everybody has those services. Disney Plus or Paramount Plus or Peacock. Not everybody has access to that. So it'll either be Tubi or it will be maybe even Pluto, but it more likely will be Tubi, since Pluto is actually live as we talk. Unlike we if they have things moving along, if they have movies showing, um, yeah, it's sort of hard to. It's not as easy to maneuver around Pluto as it is for Tubi. So, all right, it says I'm watching myself. that's that's amazing. I like that. I do know that there's a lot of activity tonight, as it always is on Saturday. And like I said, I'm doing this last minute, so I will give myself about 20 minutes, and then I will start the movie, and hopefully people will come on in and catch up. Um, this will be a short film. This movie's like an only 72 minutes long, so it's not that long, and that includes the credits. Uh, but it's no Dustin Ferguson movie. If you're worried about that, there's nowhere. It's just like it states it's 72 minutes, but they go ahead and they do filler and they do the credits 3 times in a row. 34 minutes. No, this is 8 hour and 12 minutes, and with including credits. Uh, so all right. Well, thanks for coming in. I see some people hitting the like button. Thank you so much. If you're Caspering, I appreciate it. Uh, uh, Thank you for Caspering. Yeah, what time do you generally start? Isn't it like 20? Is it 20 minutes is a good time frame? Then you get people to get here, then do 20 minutes worth of watching. I don't know. Oh, that's right. The cheetah knows Caspering. He can sense ghosts. Uh, Cas- I I busted my first ghost. Um, yeah, this is gonna be a fun movie. I hope you guys like it. Like I said, I don't know how that works out. I'm just like I said, I'm just gonna run this bad boy. Hopefully you guys will dig it. Um, and we'll see how it goes. Um, there's a ton of movies on Tubi. That's for damn Skippy, that we could always pick from. So wow, so that might be happening. I can tell you probably I'll be picking some weird shit too. That's for sure. Uh, we'll be watching some fun stuff. I don't think we'll be watching all the current stuff, but we will be watching a lot of fun stuff. That's for sure. Uh, so all right. So tonight, like I said, mentioned our good friend Casey here. He's here, and I am not doing that. No, I'm not doing amazing bulk. Um, I'm not doing amazing bulk at all. No, never. And I'm not doing Bundy Reborn either. In case the other Casper is here. Um, no. In case the Pumpkin King is watching this, I'm not doing the bulk. I'm not going to do Bundy Reborn. Uh, I'm not going to do Mod. I don't know what we're going to be doing, and I'm not sure exactly when we're going to be doing it. Like I said, this is last minute. I have no idea. I have no idea that I was going to do this till 7:30. So I probably should have did. I know I have to watch 2 movies, so I have to watch this movie here, and then as soon as this is over with, then I'm going to turn around and watch The Den. but I'll be watching that one by myself. I'm gonna make some notes, and for tomorrow night, the IFC Midnights, we'll be heading on over to Horror with Haas's channel. We will be there at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and we'll be talking and We'll be talking and deep diving the Den, which is IFC Midnight film, and it looks absolutely bonkers. And that too is actually on Tubi as well. It is on Tubi, so if you do want to watch it, you certainly can. So, yeah, well, I can say I've seen worse. I don't know. No, I haven't. The Bulk is still the worst movie I think I've seen. Though I have to admit that I have seen a couple really bad ones on Tubi, like how the hell did it even get up there type bad movies. Seriously, I'm not saying that to be facetious. I'm saying that to be honestly. I was like really surprised because the movie was not that good. But I've seen a lot of 90s movies up there. Wow, a lot of the early 2000s. Um, Man, there's so many movies I've never even heard of or seen. Um, that it's just man, you could go crazy doing that, watching Tubi movies. They have originals there as well. Basically, the movies that were probably made for the Lifetime or maybe even for Sci-Fi Channel. And sometimes they don't get picked up, and sometimes they go straight to Tubi or they premiere on Tubi before they get shown on Lifetime as an exclusive. I've seen that here as well. And they do a lot of suspense thrillers, women in jeopardy, women going crazy, type of Lifetime movies. They've seen them here. And they have family movies. Tubi does. Tubi also has a extensive catalog of older films. Um, in fact, there's one movie will end up watching probably later on this week. I caught it on Rainbow Fright's channel, and that would be the Love Witch, which had never heard of until I saw her video on her channel, where her fans on her Patreon had asked her, or Discord had asked her to watch it and give her opinions about it. When I saw it initially, I thought the movie was from the 60s. It looked straight from the 60s. It was filmed that way, but it came out in 2016, and it is definitely a throwback. It is beautifully filmed. So might be covering that later on too. I at least to review it. I don't know about watch along, but I'm definitely gonna watch it for a review. That was an interesting looking movie. I don't know if it's a straight horror comedy. I don't know if it's supposed to be suspenseful, parody. I have no idea. Let's see. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Anthony's got 938 subs on his. Yep, you're on your way. Y- you're only a little way away, Anthony. 62, 62. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right. Let's see. What else is there? I don't know much more about this. I'm saving all my fun facts for when the movie starts. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be just sitting here watching this movie and telling you what I think. I guess I will since there's nobody watching. Um, oh, thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is last minute, so I think a lot of people already had their YouTube destinations tonight, where they were going to be and what they were going to watch, and I threw this up at the last minute. Um, so I'm not really expecting anybody to show up for this. I will try to if I do this again, I'll try to do this at a better time and with more promotion. That's for sure. But the good thing about something like this is they do make interesting replays. That's for sure. Um, I will say that if you don't catch it live here, you can always come back and watch the replay. And watching replays of watch parties. It is pretty interesting because you do pick up the fun facts. I'm excited for the Toxic Avenger reboot. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Looks like Elijah. I saw the pictures, and it looks like Elijah Wood's gonna play the bad guy in it. So it's gonna be Frodo versus Sir Hung, uh, or Frodo versus Tyrion, whatever one you want to go with. Uh, Elijah Wood, I gotta admit he makes so many interesting choices in his roles. He really does. But I think, and Kevin Bacon is the villain. Oh, is he the villain? Because they had a picture of Elijah Wood saying that he was going to be a villain too. So it looks like there's going to be more than one villain. Maybe Elijah Wood's the right hand man of Kevin Bacon. Of course, Kevin Bacon makes a really good bad guy too. Um, in fact, I that actually would actually be a really good movie to do a watch along on. Would be Cop Car. If you have not seen Cop Car, that is something. That's a corker right there. That's a banger. I had heard about it. I had read about it somewhere, and then I got a copy of it at the family video, and I watched it. And wow, that movie. It started out really funny. It actually started out really funny, but the mood change shifted, and it became really dark really fast. And yeah, that wasn't a horror comedy. It was just like, I don't know what that was. It just changed its stripes in the middle of the film. It went from being very funny to be deadly serious. And Kevin Bacon was the bad guy in that too. And of course, he was also the bad guy in X-Men. I believe Days of Future Past. No, no. Was it Days of Future Past or the one where he gets his helmet before he becomes Magneto. Yeah. Let's see. Murder Size is on Tubi. First Class. Okay. Yeah, I was. I, yeah, that was a good one. And he played the villain there. Um, of course, they had him playing the wrong villain. I think he played Sebastian Shaw, and that was not Sebastian Shaw. That was it was like uh, but oh well. But it was pretty good. I liked it. X-Men movies. Yep. I think I got all the X-Men movies too. I picked up Dark Phoenix. I picked up the one where they're all nightmares, the Young Mutants or something like that. Yeah, that was not Sebastian Shaw. That was Sebastian Shaw had a whole different. He was he was a member of the Hellfire Club, and he had a whole different set of power. His power set was way different. He absorbed energy. He absorbed energy, and then whatever you hit him with, he gave back to you. He was able to absorb blows. Um, let's see. Oh well, don't worry, Anthony. We lost to the 49ers too. The Steelers lost to the 49ers too. So you're in good you're in good shape. All right. I guess we'll start this in 4 minutes. So I will drop the link down to the show, and we will start this movie. We will start this. Oh yeah, Jessa Flux, Jessa Daisy. Yeah, that has her in it, and it also has August Kiss in it. Um, yeah, I think she changed her name from Jessa Flux to Jessa Daisy. I think she changed her acting name. Yeah, Jessa's. You know what? I think she has a pretty bright little future there in horror films. She's pretty fun. I just think she needs to get She just needs to get a little bit bigger of a budget film to sink her teeth into, and you know. But I think Donald Farmer, did Donald Farmer direct that one? Murder Size? Did he direct Murder Size? I'm not sure. I know he's. I don't. I know he's doing a. I know he's doing. He just announced a new one. He's going to be doing a parody of Barbie called Darby's, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a standalone adventure or if it's going to be an anthology film. I know that's coming. Let me see. Let me see about Jessa. Okay, let's see. Oh, Paul Ragsdale. Okay. Angelica de Alba and Paul Ragsdale are directing it. And it stars Kansas Bowling, Nina Lene Kent, and Jessa. Okay. Oh, and Ginger Lynn's in this. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else we know here? Don't know anybody and don't know anybody else in this movie. Somebody named Baby BB Bardot. I don't think that's any relationship to I don't think it's any relationship to Bridget Bardot. Okay. All right. It is now going to be 9:20, so I am going to go ahead and start this movie, and we'll see what happens. And away we go. So I know that I can't watch the movie. You can't watch the movie with sound on unless you have earphones. I don't have earphones, um, so I will have to. There's Alexander Nevsky's banner, and I believe we'll get Joe Cornet. Yep, San Rafael Productions. So there's some producing houses. All right. That's one thing about this. Alexander was so excited to do a horror film. Um, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was so happy. I was so happy for him. He was so excited for this film that he got it out there and running it. It's doing pretty well from what I understand. I mean, I'm sure they're very happy with what they. I'm gonna watch without sound, so I don't get in trouble. So I got closed captions on, so I'll be able to follow it along there. Plus, I've already seen it, so I sort of know something. And there's our leading lady, Denise Natalie Denise Sperl. Good effects, good effects. See, that's the thing. I don't know how am I supposed to just watch the movie and I'll just have to bounce you. I have to bounce the chat over. I don't know. So I gotta say, Natalie, and not only is she an actress, she is also a vocalist. She plays in a band called Kill Coquette, and she is the lead singer of that band. And she has worked with Alexander and Joe before as well. She did a film for them called Gunfight at Rio Bravo, which I watched on Tubi. I watched that movie. That was a fun movie too. Wow, that was. that was like when I was like, because I've seen two movies that Alexander did. He did Showdown in Manila with Casper Van Dien, which was very, very fun. And then he did a movie called Black Rose with Christiana Loken from the Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines, and Adrian Paul from Highlander, and that was a fun movie as well. So Natalie starred in a Gunfight at Rio Bravo for them. So when they were casting this movie, when they were talking about this, they were actually talking about doing this movie while they were on set doing the Taken from Rio Bravo, which was a sequel to the movie. They were talking about casting their horror movie, and Joe and Alexander were really impressed with Natalie's performance, and they came to her and they asked her if she would be willing to, would she be willing to do the movie, and of course she said yes. Okay, now we meet Joe Cornet, who plays Detective Eckhart, and he has a scene here with our good friend Eric Roberts. Well, there's the link right above you, Hobbs. If you want me to stop the movie, I can stop it. And if you want to catch up to it, we're only a couple minutes into it. Uh, uh, let's see. Be good. Thanks, Casey. Have a great night. Enjoy your date night. Which game are you watching, Hops? Ohio. Oh, of course, Ohio State, right? Ohio. Okay. We will restart the movie again. We're at the 4 minute and 30-second mark. So, yeah, Eric and Joe have been friends for a while now, and so they had worked together before. So when they asked Eric, he explained that he explained what Eric Roberts used to do a lot of his own bookings, but his wife handles that now, and so if you want to book Eric Roberts for a role, you got to go through his wife. But he wanted to do it. He wanted to do this film. He said sure, he'd be up there, and he got the script. He liked it, and he drove up. He drove up to the on set, and he knocked it out. And once again, Eric Roberts produces. He's a Dr. King, and he's really strong here as always. Now, I admit when I first saw the scene here, um, the way they filmed it was a little different. Um, it didn't have like the two of them like together. They were all panned only on the actors, and it was a little different. I wasn't 100% sure that they were in the same shot, and it wasn't until that we talked to Joe that he mentioned that they were indeed in the same shot, but they wanted to film this right here to put all the attention on the characters. So, and Detective Eckhart is after a demon that pops up that had supposedly killed his mother, and so he has been chasing this demon for quite a while. So that's the reason why he's meeting with Dr. King. I don't know. If I had his wife's email, I guess I could, but I don't see him doing it for free. I don't see Eric Roberts coming onto the show and doing it for free. I would love to have a chance. I love the overhead shot up here where we see Natalie's character, Juliet. She is driving to this assignment, and the drone shot is amazing. Um, it's right over the top of her car, and you see her driving up the hill to her assignment, and that's her friend. She's telling her friend that she got a last minute call, and yeah, that's honestly, that's actually true right there. A lot of hospice nurses, they do get called in at the last minute like that. So, of course, Juliet, they make the point that she's taking this job here because she really needs the money. So that's the reason why she's taking it, even though her character is dead tired. I don't know. Am I supposed to be doing this? How the hell do you do a watch party? That's Anna Orris, who's playing Natalie's best friend Pamela. She's a really good actress as well. I don't know. It would be strange if I got Eric Roberts on 8 questions before I got the Hobbs on 8 questions, because I'm still trying to get the Hobbs to come up. That's a beautiful house. That is a really pretty house. Hmm. Oh, that's a creepy. That's creepy. Oh, they have sort of with some weird face that's over the door, and oh, that's never a good sign. When the door opens up after without anybody opening it, yeah. Hmm. The house is really pretty, but I tell you one thing, it's really compact. That house is compact. It's pretty, but it's like they definitely that must have been really hard to set up shots in. And there is our star of the show, the other co-star of the show, Miss Eileen Dietz from The Exorcist, playing Lillian Gresham. I gotta tell you now, even though the movie's just started, but I gotta tell you now that it was a brilliant piece of casting to get Eileen Dietz to do this role. I can't. It's so cool to see someone like Elieen get a role like this, a leading role, because her and Natalie are definitely the two leads here. And it really is basically a two character film. Um, but Eileen Dietz is still has a lot of skills, and she's really good in this film. Wow. And she carries the film with Natalie. She's not just there for a couple of scenes. She is the movie is based around her character and the mystery that she carries, and she's really good at it. And wow, and her and Natalie have such good chemistry too. And Natalie is enjoying cookies. Eileen Dietz has appeared in over 100 movies herself, and she has done a lot of films, including short films and other films for folks. And some of the films that she has done are The Last Sleigh Ride, Clown Motel 2, The Gift. Um, was this a short she did? She also did, actually, she did one that I watched and reviewed and interviewed the director, and that was the Amityville Harvest. That I watched that and reviewed that, and we talked to director Thomas Churchill, and Eileen Dietz played a role in that film as well. And again, we talk about horror icons who, when you see them at the conventions, you see them at the conventions, and you see them, and you go up there and you say thanks to them for what they've done. They've paved the road for other horror directors and actresses and actors. But at the same time, is that they're still vital and they're still important, and it's important to give them solid work. Um, a lot of times, independent film production will get an actress like Eileen Dietz or Eric Roberts, and they will get up there for one day's work, and that's it. Um, Now, Eric Roberts, I understand his rate is probably a little bit higher than Eileen Dietz's, but that doesn't make Eileen Dietz any less irrelevant. I mean, she is still a powerful performer, and this movie really showcases that in a great way. Um, the script is smartly written, and Joe Cornet's directing is on point. The music is really good in this film too. The music's done, the score is done by Sean Murray, who's worked with Joe and Alexander for a lot of their projects. We are at a commercial now. All right. Um, and the cinematographer was Sam Wilkerson. Still commercial here. That's one thing about Tubi. It does seem to be doing a little bit more commercials than it used to, but I think it's because how popular it's gotten. So, so before they would do between 1 and 3 commercials. Sometimes they do a little bit more. Yeah, this is some freaky stuff right here. There's that hand from Talk to Me. Now, if you know anything at all about hospice or anything like that, or hospitals or whatnot, one of the things the nurse has to do is to take vitals. So this is like the first red flag in the movie, which I spotted right away, and but that's because I've been there, done that. So I caught the twist here. It was really clever. I liked how they did it. Lillian's character is really real interesting. The way she plays it. Her Lillian is very she's very docile in some respects, but in others not so much. There's a little bell. She needs anything, she can ring the bell. But I'm not sure how when she shuts that door like that. I'm not really sure how she'd be able to hear that bell um, with the door shut. Now our nurse is exploring the house, seeing all this weird art on the wall, including some indistinct whispering. Yeah, Sam Wilkinson did a really, really nice job with the cinematography in this film. I mean, these are not easy shots here. I've that hallway is very, very narrow. And this is not one of those houses that you can knock down walls in or anything. They were shooting on location at the house, so they had to work within that house to film the film. I wonder if that's Eileen exploring the house, opening the doors. We find out that Lillian's nurse had to take off tonight for family business. But really, was it family business? And now that and we see our friend Detective Eckhart is on the road. He is driving, and then Eric Roberts, Dr. King, the parapsychologist, calls him up, uh, and Dr. King has actually helped Detective Eckhart by giving him a gentle push, whether he knows it, but he has given him a push in the right direction. Hmm. And of course, I'll be doing a review of the film too. You'll probably hear some of my opinion here, but I'll be doing a much shorter review for this for 31 Days of October, which is coming up. So I'm actually reviewing 31 movies, and right now we're at movie 17. So we will be doing two reviews tonight. We're going to be reviewing Night of the Caregiver, and also we'll be reviewing The Den. That is our first film on the IFC Midnights. That is the first film that our friend Haas has picked out for us, Horror with Haas. And so he'll be hosting the show tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And then our good friend Ben from Cadaver Club, he gets to pick the movie out for October, the month of Spooktacular. So I am sure that Ben will be picking out quite a corker. And then I get Thanksgiving. And I really truly do not know what I'm going to pick. You would think it'd be so easy, but it is not easy. It is hard. Um, that's a really pretty house, but there's some creepy figurines in it too. Oh, that's probably the second red flag is when you open the refrigerator and there's not an ounce of food in that refrigerator. That's never a good sign. That's like, what? Where's the food? Though I must admit, after our little tornado last month, that resulted in a 3-day power outage, my refrigerator looked just like that one. It looked dead ass empty. I lost all my food. So Juliet is contacting her friend Pamela, telling her how she's really nice, likes her a lot. Um, but she says that she is out in the boondocks. That is a big glass that the young lady is holding. Pamela is holding. All right. Hey Reed, how are you? No, my team got wiped out last night. Of course, San Jose. They played Air Force tough for a half, but they could not stop the run. And that is the most frustrating thing about playing a team like Air Force, Army, or Navy is that you know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do, and they still are able to do it to you anyway. Um, that's frustrating to me. I don't know, and it's not because um, San Jose State had some size, so it's not like they just ran us over, but they just executed so well, and our run defense just got really tired, and they wore us out in the second half. Uh, and their defense is really lights out. They bend but don't break, but they have a really good defense too. Air Force is going to be ranked in a couple of weeks. That's a good team. Air Force and Fresno State. That's gonna be for the Mountain West. Um, yeah. So we're watching Night of the Caregiver. Um, Came out this year. Starred Natalie Sperl and Elieen Dietz. Um, we are at the 25-minute mark. Um, I did put the link there. Are you watching a game, Read, or are you just catching up on the scores? Yeah, I know. I tell you one thing. Watching this season's football, I could tell you right now. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the portal. Man, there's been some wipeouts. All right. Uh-huh. Now our Juliet is hearing all sorts of bumps and things that go bump in the night, and the music is tense, suspenseful, and our nurse is starting to explore, and she wants to know where that noise came from. Yeah, yeah. I can stop it if you want. I'm at the 25-minute mark. You can join us there if you wish. 26:44. It's a really short film. It's an hour and 12 minutes long. I did this at the last minute read. I put it up at 7:30 for a 9 o'clock start. I just want to talk a little bit about the film and yeah, you know what? You know what's gonna suck about that? I tell you what's gonna suck about that, Reed, is that everybody's gonna be jumping all over Dion for nothing. That Colorado actually went 3-0 is a real miracle considering all the new players they got. Um, so I mean, and I'm not surprised that they got beat by Oregon. I mean, Colorado did much better than anybody expected them to. Everybody before the season started, they never saw this start coming from Colorado. Everybody was sitting there saying they weren't going to be that good, and then they came out there and took care of business for the first three games. Um, so I think they played over their head, and now they'll settle back down to earth a little bit, but they're still going to be a good team. They're going to get their 6 or 7 wins. Go bowling. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough game. New Mexico State and Hawaii. New Mexico State had a bit of a rough start, but they are starting to play a little bit better now. So they're 2-2. Yeah, I'm gonna hear all the trash talking about Dion, and it's like, you guys seriously? Mike McIntyre had a Colorado team that went 6-0. They started out the season 6-0 and then collapsed. They lost their next seven in a row. They lost their last six. They went to a bowl game, lost that, and he got fired. So I mean, 6-0 though. McIntyre was 6-0. So um, I think Deion Sanders, you know what? He'll bounce back and they'll get better and they'll be ready to play next week. But Oregon is legit. Holy shit! This is the kind of Oregon team, man. You know when they got blown, it's like when Oregon got blown up by Georgia, 49-3 a couple of years ago. Everybody was sitting there saying how terrible Oregon was, but Oregon really rallied. They rallied and they had a pretty good year, even though they got that ass beat. So, um, I don't think it's very fair. And anybody who's jumping on Deion Sanders because their team lost, well, they're not real football fans. They're a bunch of bandwagon nobodies. I'm not saying Dion's my choice for coach of the year, but I also don't think that the team deserves to be jumped on. They played a better team, and a lot of teams are going to be losing to Oregon like this, a lot. So they won't be the first one. All right, let's go back to our movie. All right, that house is I said this is a two character story. Honestly, it's really three. This house is definitely a character in this film. Really interesting place. Really interesting house. Yeah, Oregon's legit. Oregon's legit. I mean, if they play USC this year, Holy cow! That's gonna be a barn burner right there. That's gonna be a playoff implication right there. So no shame. I don't understand. I didn't understand the heat that Dan Lanning was handing a Dion. That's Dion's style. To get his team hyped up. And for some reason, the Oregon coach went really he took it personal. He took it personal just like Deion Sanders did on Colorado State. I do think though that Dion needs to dial down his rhetoric a little bit, you know, because I think if the way he hypes up his team, puts the pressure on them like that. This happened at Jackson State too. uh, he ramps it up so high that when they meet those big pressure gains, a lot of times his teams can't handle it and they crack. And that's what happened to Jackson State twice. They went to the Celebration Bowl and they lost both times because all the attention was all these guys and on Deion Sanders. So anything they said was being amplified, just like it did for Colorado. So he needs to dial it down a little bit. We know who you are. We know what you're doing. You don't need to go out there every game is like us against the world. That gets real old real fast and it drains your team. You got a good team. Just play to the strengths. So Oregon wanted to have that shutout though. That. I mean, they gave up that touchdown and they still went after the extra point. They didn't give that up. They went after it and blocked it. Colorado did not have fun tonight. Okay, now we're finding out that there could be some paranormal activity in that house because Pamela is talking to Natalie or talking to Juliet. Mm, yeah, her friend is talking to her and trying to calm her down. She's starting to hallucinate. She thought she saw a giant spider. That's a really cool glass that Pamela has. I don't know what hospice nurses get paid. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is probably not enough. That's got to be one of the that's an incredibly hard job to be a hospice nurse in the hospice care. Absolutely, it's rough. You gotta have a you gotta have a special you gotta have a you gotta have wings to do that job. All right. Mhm. Super tired. Now she's thinking she's seeing things, but is she seeing things or look at that mirror? Look like it's cracked. That's really weird. Hmm. Hey, Steven, how are you? We are watching Night of the Caregiver with Natalie Denise Sperl. Oh, have you? Yeah, this is my second time. It's definitely a fun movie. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Now Juliet's a little bit now Juliet is furious. Now she wants to know, is there anybody in the house? Hmm. I think Natalie killed it, and I think Elieen killed it too, though, Steven. Elieen Dietz did a really nice job here. I mean, her and Natalie definitely carry the film, and I love the house. I think the house is the third character in this movie. Um, it is really, really interesting. Yeah, I can't either. And she's gonna do some singing too, because she has her rock band. So she's gonna come out there and she's gonna do a song. Uh, we're only gonna be able to have her on for 60 minutes, so we're gonna be hitting it hard and really, really fast. I'll be talking fast, so I can get as many questions as possible in there. I've watched some of her music videos. She's a lot of fun. Rachel, but which Rachel? Oh, Rachel Deshane, the singer. That would be cool. Yeah, Rachel's cool. Well, I'm glad you're promoting her because musicians need all the help they can get. I don't think I promoted her when I promoted her for her singing. I couldn't promote her in all the acting groups that I'm in. I only can only do music groups, so I think it's one of the reasons why her view count for me is down, is because I wasn't able to promote her in a lot of the groups I'm in, movie groups or what have you. I couldn't do it. Now that's a cool effect with the phone. Look at that. That's neat. I wonder how they did that. I'd be dropping that phone too. Uh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I didn't go in there because of that. I mean, I just know, certain groups are not going to allow me to do music. If it's a film group, if I'm promoting the singer, I mean, if she's an actor, like I could promote Denise. I mean, I could promote Natalie. I could promote her in both music and movies because she does both. That's weird. I think if I walked in and saw that, seeing myself sleeping in somebody else's bed, be like having an out of body experience. Yeah, and she can scream too. There's some good effects in here. Oh, thanks. Yeah, see, I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't even think I even put that in there either. Because it wasn't, the music wasn't horror film related. So I didn't promote in the groups like that. That's one thing I wish Facebook would let us do with our groups. I wish Facebook could let us organize our groups in the order that in the order that we want. Juliet is she's at the edge. She got that flashlight going. She's got that knife going. Shit, that's a wicked looking knife. And of course, there's Detective Eckhart still on the road. He is on his way. He knows where he needs to go. And Dr. King knows what he has done. He has actually set him on the way. Yep. Hi, Cheetah. Hi, Lady Valerie. How are you? Thank you so much. We are doing our first watch party. Uh, we only had like we only did it like 90 minutes before I said, I just put it on 90 minutes before I did it. So I didn't get a chance really to promote it very much. Um, this one is only an hour and 12 minutes, Reed. It's a really fast movie. It's an hour and 12 minutes, quick. And it plays quick too. You just want to see Eileen Dietz, you just want to give her a hug and tell her everything's gonna be all right. Uh-oh. Hmm. Yeah, I think the first time you don't do vitals is that's strike one. But if you say no to the vitals again, no, Cheetah. Uh-oh. Looks like Lillian's got a little steal there. She says she does not like taking her meds. I totally get that. I totally get that. The movie is fun. This is a fun movie, Valerie. Um, this is director Joe Cornet and Alexander Nevsky. This is their first horror movie. They're producing partners, and they've done some action films, and they did a couple of Western films, and this is their first venture into horror. And I think they did fine. I think they did a fine job for their horror debut. They definitely know their way. They definitely did really well here, and I really enjoyed the fact that they cast Eileen Dietz in a leading role, and she's really rocking it. She's really good in this film. A lot of times they have her on for cameos, or they have her on for like one day's work or whatnot, and then just enough to put her name on the box, but not here. She is one of the two stars of the movie for sure. See, I cannot, I would have to do the job. It's like, if you don't want me to do the vitals, then why am I here? Mm. This is a fun one. Like I said, I liked it. I believe this movie is, yes, it did get a physical release. Man, look at that look. You don't know whether to trust that look or think she's up to shenanigans. There's Pamela. Oh, hey, Katie, how are you? Oh, good, good. I'm managing to do this. I don't know exactly how to do a watch party. I'm not sure if I have some. I don't know if you. Hey, it's our good friend Lazy Cheetah. Uh, please don't go bazoo on me. No doubt about that, right? I'm glad you're glad that you're home in one piece. Um, no, that's not true. This is where I got this from, Steven. I got this on Tubi. I got this on it's on Tubi. Oh, you're talking about yeah, oh yeah. I don't know how that works for Amazon Prime. I just know that you can't play the volume. That's the only thing I know for sure. Oh, right. Shares. Okay, right. Yeah, I wish they would. You know what? I guess we'll have to mention that to StreamYard when they do surveys. I hope so. This is my first time doing it, so I'm not sure how I'm doing. I don't want to give away anything. So I'm just talking about a little bit about the film. I know the film was done in they filmed it in the Southern California. Man, that's some great effects right there. That there's a creepy hand. Holy cow, that's a good effect. That looks creepy. And they've already shown you more of their creature now than Pyewacket did in the entire movie. Thank you. Um, would I be your mentor about doing a podcast? Oh, see, now there's two types of podcasting. There is a podcasting here, and then there's podcasting like you would do for Spotify. And I don't know how to do the one in Spotify. I don't know if they allow you. I'm not sure about how that works. I think Katie actually has done Spotify. She might be able to help you out. Or oh, podcast on YouTube. Yeah, all you do is you just do exactly what I do here. Um, yeah, gear wise, yeah, I probably need new gear too. I'm just operating off of a phone. That's this is my phone right here. I don't have any fancy microphones or anything else like that. But no, no Pacific mic setup. I just operate in. See, I use my phone, and then I have my monitor. I use my desktop. So my desktop is my is my monitor is how I see everything. But I use the phone's camera for that. So Yeah, I don't think I would be the pro as far as equipment wise go. I definitely don't need it. I don't think I would be a good mentor for that. Yes, you can host up to you can host up to 10 people. Uh, if you pay, I'm not sure what it's cost. I don't know how much it costs now. I know for me, the rate they gave me was 240 a year, and you could have up to 10 people. Um, yeah, and if you have 20 hours of StreamYard, you get 20 hours a month for free. And then the next plan is like 200. Well, what's for me when I did it, it was $240 a year, and you can have up to 10 people. Yeah, I don't know I've only been on a couple of Zooms. I don't know exactly how Zoom works. I know you can have a lot of people. Um, that might be the level I'm at, partner level. There's a Juliet is trying to she's trying to get Lillian to get her out of that damn house. I really like the lighting in this movie too. In rewatching this movie, I really like the lighting. It's really subdued, and it's just enough to really highlight because Natalie Denise has such an unusual face. She's got a beautiful face. She has those real angular cheekbones, and it really and the camera really likes her. Um, yeah, yeah, I would have to see exactly. I know if you do the just the basic StreamYard, you can have up to 6 people on your stream, and you can have free StreamYard for 20 hours. But then the next level, but that like I said, mine's now in its third year, so I'm not sure exactly how much they charge now. I guess I should know that. And we are at commercial. Yeah. Doing good, Cheetah. Doing good. Um, yeah. I'm gonna try to put together that art hub thing that we talked about. So I'm gonna ping Snow and see if she wants to do it, and then I'll see if we can get a couple of other artists to come out here and hang out with us. See, Raven Knight and a couple of others want a Women of Darkness podcast. Yeah, you know what? I think Raven Knight would be. I think that would do really. She'd do really well in that format because you know, a pure podcast is not visual. Well, some people do visual podcasting, but a lot of people just do. They just do you know, speaking. They don't have cameras on them. But I think she'll be fine. She sent that picture out of her today, where she had that really colorful mask on. So I was glad to see that. Yeah, that's the problem though with that though, because if you do a podcast with just a regular crew on there, maybe that's not so bad. But if you do a podcast and you try to get guests on, they might not be really comfortable going on where the host doesn't show their face. I mean, even if you do a pre-show and you can see each other's faces during the pre-show, But when you do the show itself visually and you're not seeing the host, it gets a little bit off-putting to the guest and to the crowd. Yeah, you really need to when you do if you're doing a YouTube podcast like I do, you really should be able to see the face of the person you're talking to when you're doing interviews for interviews. Like if you're doing movie reviews or you're doing poetry reading or you're, talking about dogs and cats, you don't need to be seen. You don't that doesn't no, you don't care. People don't care. But I do think that when you do interviews though, it's important to show the person's face, the host's face, and the guest. Yeah. But I mean, everything else, like, like for you guys, when you talk about, if you're sitting there talking about a film review or a film project or women in horror guest appearance or whatever, something like that, I don't necessarily think you need to show your face for that. So no. Yeah, she just wants to get out of here. She wants to grab Lily and get the hell out. But what's going on? Oh, whoa, hell, oh, that's not a nice person to see. Holy, it's a creature, some sort of demon. That's makeup is on point. Man, that's some really cool makeup. Uh-huh. And now the secrets are revealed. Oh, don't be blaming no cat now. Yeah. Mm. Lily and her secrets. Hmm. But since when does fate smile on good people? No truer line has ever been said. Uh-oh. That's one thing Lillian's doing. She's monologuing. Hmm. Sounds almost like Jigsaw, honestly. At the end where they're doing the big reveal, it sounds like Jigsaw. Wow. Yeah, Natalie she sure sells it. I believe her. That fear in her face it looks legit. Oh, oh, Eileen, you're always fooling around with those otherworldly figures. Oh, Cheetah is dropping some poetry on us. I travel through the air as much like a bird, similar to history. I will reoccur. In the dead of silence is what I can often be found. There's only specific ways to hear my sound. My bounce is never seen, but my noise is always heard. I can scatter among the temples and buildings with just one word. Um, I was gonna say wind. Hey, Echo. We are watching Night of the Caregiver. It is almost over, as a matter of fact. We only have a few more minutes of the movie. Um, this is a physical release film. So if you want to get a copy of this, you can go into itn.com and you can order through ITN, or most likely or not through you can order it through Walmart or Amazon or Target, Best Buy, anything like that. You can get this copy of this movie. This is a cool movie to get for your collection. If you like supernatural horror like I do, and I do, oh, there's our hero at the last minute. Man, he just came in, he just roared in. That's old fashioned hero right there. Uh-huh. Let's see. Oh, and the answer was an echo. No, man, it was a good show tonight for you and Steven. I expected it to go over 2 hours for sure. A parapsychologist. Oh, that's how we found it. Yeah. See, he knows now. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. I like the ending. I like the ending. It's like there's Detective Eckhart, and sees Dr. King did help him, even though he looked like he was even though he was looking like he really wasn't believing Detective Eckhart, but he did give him some help. Um, I am meek, and to some I am scary. Creative, more often small, hairy, with poisonous sedation, damp darkness. I often wait. What am I? Small with poison. I'm gonna say a bat. I'm gonna say a bat. Oh shit! Oh boy, here we go. Ballin', ballin', bogglins. No, bogglins. Um, Okay, we got a commercial. We got a commercial before we go to the last 15 minutes of the film. Thank you guys all for coming out. This is my first watch party. So this is like very last minute. Thank you guys for hanging out. This is a lot of fun. I can understand why people do it. Uh, is that like a chupacabra? I was gonna say a bat. That sounded like Al. That sounded like Al Lecard. I am meek, and to some, I am scary creative. Bogglers from outer space. Okay, right after this show right here, we're gonna bring Bones up, and Bones is gonna go over the Vinegar Syndrome pre-sale flash. We'll show you how to get the next 100 movies on your next 100 movies on your list. Actually, I think Ken was up earlier, Bones, talking about some of the movies on 4K. There might be. Okay, there's a crazy ass demon. That's right. Man, that house is cool as hell. I just don't know why they just can't break the glass. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Well, she was the only girl, and now she's the final girl. But she was always the only girl. That's a cool shot right there. That is a cool shot right there. That's a wickedly cool shot. Let's see. Let's see. Only fans. Oh, what? I must have missed something here. What did I miss? What I missed? Steven said OnlyFans. I'm like, what? Let's see, Boglins from outer space. May has a Boglin from outer space. I stay, but I need to go around 10 p.m. No problem. Thank you for coming by, Steven. When is Bones going to open an OnlyFans? I was going to say he should open up an OB, Only Ballas. That's right. Uh, let's see. Only fans or only friends. I was gonna say only Ballas. Uh, Steven said, I do an OnlyFans for Women of Darkness, but sadly not our style of content. Yes. There, I wrote it better. I have to do some. It's a spider. I wasn't close. I was close again. I said a bat. That's I said a bat. That's sort of like a spider. super super close. They, they both are creepy. They both can sleep upside down. They both drain their enemies of their bodily fluids. A bat and a spider are spiritual brothers. Let's see. I mean, some of our girls do some bondage, but we're trying to stay away from that stuff. Yeah, yeah. I don't. You know what? I don't know though. I mean, I guess it works though, right? I mean, like Bryn, Bryn Pryor mentioned that. He said a girl named Angela White uh, makes $20,000 doing her OnlyFans. I mean, that's a lot of money. I mean, if you can make that kind of money doing OnlyFans, shit, why not? Just make sure you pay your taxes. All right, let me go back to the movie here. Okay, we are closing. Uh-oh. Yeah, I would call her bluff on that. I would call her bluff. She needs you, not him. Yeah, such a creepy shot right there. Nope, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let her guess. Hmm. Hmm. Man, Elieen Dietz is so good in this. She really is good. Did a nice job too. We are in the last stretch, Casey. We're down to the last 10 minutes of it. This actually turned out yes, tomorrow night we have a show on Horror with Haas's channel, and we will be doing the ISC Midnights. I'll be promoting that tomorrow. I'll be sharing that around. And I think Natalie Denise plays softball. She is holding that bat, that the flashlight just like a bat, and doing a great job at it. She is not ready to go into that good night. And there's the detective once again, buying time. Oh, ah, damn, man, that's cool looking. That guy's he's getting chomped. Hey, he's going after it again. Oh, ta-da! It's daylight. Uh-oh. Ooh, yeah, that's not supposed to. Nope. Juliet's got that final girl fury in her. Man, whew, Eckhart, you're lucky you survived. Or did you? Ta-da. Not a bad effect. That's not bad. Oh, for the group. Yeah, yeah, groups are different. Man, that she was out there in the boondocks. I don't think she realized exactly how far she really was out there. Holy crow. Beautiful country though. Hmm. Ah, 13 years later. Well, yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. This turned out to be a lot better than I thought it'd be. I thought it was just gonna be me. Honestly, I thought it was. I thought it was gonna just be me. What you got? We get spotlights on Halloween night. All right. I'm down for that. I'm always good news. It's always good news. That's very cool. Thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate that. Wow, I can't believe we got 8 people watching it. So I hope I entertained you guys. I hope this was fun. Um, this is our first one. I guess now I have to go by and now I have to what? I have people vote on what we watch next. I'm not sure how that works. Sir Echo. Oh shit. Uh, uh, oh, he just wanted to make sure you're paying attention, Pat. Oh yeah. It's awesome. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of our show. And I gotta say that this is my actually this is actually my third time watching this movie, and I gotta tell you, this is a movie that really grows on you. Um, like I said, this is the first horror movie that Alexander and Joe Cornet did together. Alexander Nevsky and Joe Cornet. I really like the last 5 minutes of this movie too. I know it's interesting, and there's actually some Easter eggs in here, including one big from Alexander. He put something in here as a homage to where he came from. If you watch the movie all the way to the end, you will be able to spot it, and it will be very entertaining. Like I said, this house is really, really interesting. It's definitely a co-star, Nair the Caregiver. And now the credits will roll. And with that, I want to say thank you guys for coming out and supporting this show. We will be having Natalie, the star of the movie, Natalie Denise Sperl, we will have her on Monday night at 8 p.m. So the star of Night of the Caregiver will be here on Monday night. I'm gonna fill this out in the description down below. I'm gonna put all the links down to the interviews with Natalie and also with Joe and Alexander. I'll also put down the link to the other 31 days of Halloween that we'll be doing as well. So you guys can go check that out as well. Let's see, and you, Interweb Kaiju, we will love to spotlight you and Dragon Ball Z. Oh yeah, yeah, that's that's Casey, all right. Let's No, I have. You know what? If I would do okay. You know what though, Casey? If you came up there, if you came up here with me, and we did it together, we could. I would watch the live action Dragon Ball Z with Chow Yun Fat. I would watch that with you. Let me see if that's on Tubi. I'm gonna see if that's on Tubi. Let me see. Okay. No, it is not on. It is not on here. Let's see. Let me just try Dragon Ball. Maybe it's fault, isn't it? Uh, n- no. there's no Dragon Ball Z on Tubi. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not comfortable with the interviews. Not as comfortable or confident as me. Oh, who says I'm confident? Uh, but yeah, I guess I could do a Dragon Ball Evolution watch along if you want, since you won't do bulk. Man, I would do bulk only if Hobbs did it with us. Hobbs would need to suffer through it with us, or Bones. Dragon Ball Evolution. Let me try that. Oh, and on Hulu? Yeah, see, I don't have Hulu, so everything's gonna have to come through. Everything's gonna have to come through. Let's see, Dragon Ball Evolution. No, unfortunately not. I will do what I will do though, since this was a lot of fun and I didn't suck at it. I don't think. What I'll do is I will come back and we will do another watch along. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it. We'll do it next Friday. We'll see. I don't think I have anything on Friday. I don't have anything on Friday the 22nd. So I will put together something. And if you guys want to come back on Friday, uh, see, Echo saying, you don't try Dragon Ball Evolution. Whatever you do, don't try it. Hell no, not. I know who Justin Chatwin is. He's a good actor. No, I don't. Oh, God, I don't want to do no Dragon Ball Z. I hate that show. Ooh, it's just no. But if I got Casey to come, if I got Casey to come up here and do it with me, I could get him to do that, and then let's see. Shameless had a few evolution actors. Oh, that's the live action. Wow, yeah, I heard that. Sort of like the last Airbender, right? The one that M Night Shyamalan did. How the hell do you blow that? He had Dev Patel in there. How in the hell do you blow a movie with Dev Patel? That guy's great. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna watch. I will put it together. Maybe I'll come back next Friday. I'll put it together and put it out there. If you guys want to come out and hang out on Friday, I'll give you the options. You guys can vote, and then we'll see what happens. Why not? This was a lot of fun. I definitely would love to have a co-pilot up here, though. That's for sure. So I will try to watch. Oh, Echo's already throwing out okay, Swamp Things. Yep. Let's see. Okay, Evolution is like the Fantastic Four with Kate Mara. Oh Lord, that movie's. Okay, I see Swamp Thing there. That's a strong possibility. I would do that. Man Thing, I believe, is on Tubi. Yep. Okay. We guys give me a couple of suggestions. Drop more suggestions down in the comment box below, and I will put together a voting panel. I'll put it in my community tab, and we'll see what you guys vote for. And we will be back here on Friday night for the next Have Cheetah Will Watch party. Come by tomorrow night if you can. Tomorrow night we will be having the star of Night of the Caregiver, Natalie Denise Sperl. She will be here at 8 o'clock. Come on out and support that show. She's a lovely lady, and she will be dropping a couple of songs on us as well, as she has a band called Kill My Coquette. Uh, and yeah, I wish they had Invincible on Tubi, because I would do that in a heartbeat. All right, that's all I got for tonight. Thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you tomorrow night for the ISC Midnight Show on Horror with Hosses channel. And then we'll see you Monday night for Natalie Denise Sperl. Thanks so much. Be safe. Love each other. Talk to you soon. Peace.